Zomato, from foodie bay to every foodie's bay, started with the humble idea of digitization to a company with a market cap of $5.57 billion. The journey was not easy. So let us pause for a moment, rewind, and begin from the beginning. This case study will help you get answers to why and how did Zomato come into being? What are the revenue streams for Zomato? How does Zomato's marketing strategies set it apart from the competition? Challenges and failures faced by Zomato. What is the present state? What are its future plans? So let us start. How easy or difficult do you think it is today to find a list of restaurants or cafes or even cloud kitchens in any part of your city? Pretty easy, right? There are multiple apps, web pages, vlogs that help you find restaurants and cafes within your budget and in the locality of your choice in just a few clicks. You can even filter the restaurants based on some other offerings that they have, such as type of cuisine, indoor or outdoor seating, or whether or not the place has live music. But this was not so easy back in the day when there were no smartphones. We are talking about early to mid 2000s. So how did the idea of Zomato develop? Well, it all started when two colleagues, Dipinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadda at Bain & Company, digitized the menu cards in their office cafeteria and shared them with their colleagues. Soon, it led them to wonder, what if there is a single platform where one can find the details of all dine-in restaurants? This was the thought behind the start of Foodie Bay, what we today know as Zomato. In 2008, Foodie Bay started as a one-stop solution for restaurant listing and recommendations portal in Delhi NCR. After bootstrapping the venture for 2 years, the founders received their first seed funding worth Rs 4.7 crores from InfoEdge. They then renamed the company to Zomato in 2010 to avoid any copyright issues with eBay. According to the company, Zomato is derived from the word tomato, with a little tweak to add to its brand recall and widen the horizons of the company. In 2011, Zomato expanded its operations across India to Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Hyderabad, etc. Soon after, Zomato reached international markets through UAE, Qatar, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, South Africa, and the UK in 2012. In the same year, they also launched their first Android and iOS app. The international expansion continued from 2012 to 2015 to various other parts of the world. Zomato not only expanded its operations globally, but also made the websites available in Portuguese, Indonesian, and Turkish along with English. But wait, what do you think made this expansion possible? The answer is acquisitions. Yes, you heard it right. Zomato acquired many companies from different countries to make its way to the global markets. Let's take a look at some of these acquisitions. Zomato acquired Menu Mania, a company based out of Auckland in 2014. This was followed by more acquisitions including Lunchtime, Ubidovat, Gastronochi and Cobando in the same year. In 2015, Zomato acquired Seattle-based food portal Urban Spoon, which helped Zomato make its way into the US, Canada, and Australia. Other significant acquisitions in 2015 were that of a Delhi-based startup Maplegraph and the acquisition of American company Nextable. These companies were later renamed as Zomato Base and Zomato Book respectively. These acquisitions enabled Zomato to empower restaurants to manage their menu items and gave them an inbuilt payment system. And for the customers, it was a way to book tables online and a payment gateway for online bill payment. Now that Zomato had made its space in the restaurant discovery, it was time to look into the last mile delivery business. Goyal and Chadda had realized that many restaurants would pack the food but not deliver it to the customers' homes. In early 2015, Zomato started taking online food orders and partnered with local logistics firms such as Delivery and Grab to fill the gap in the last mile delivery of food for restaurants that did not have their own delivery service. The product was such that the customer experience was at its center by making customer feedback the basis for their commission. This means that lower the rating, the higher the cut, and vice versa. In 2016, Zomato acquired Sparse Labs to strengthen its delivery ecosystem. In 2018, Zomato acquired one more delivery startup, Runner, to improve its delivery mechanisms further. That's a lot of money spent on acquisitions, right? But where did this money come from? What was Zomato's revenue model? Let's understand. Well, with every new feature coming in, Zomato added a revenue stream to its revenue model. Let's look at these revenue streams now. First is commissions. Zomato in its initial days was a restaurant discovery, rating and table reservation service. For this, Zomato charged a fee to the restaurant who joined the platform. Later, when the delivery feature was added, the restaurant would pay a small commission for each delivery order that they get through the app, which is then split between Zomato and the delivery executives. Next comes advertisements. To increase visibility and reach a wide audience via Zomato, restaurants could advertise their banner on the platform. This way, advertising became the primary source of income for Zomato. Now let's look at the subscription programs. The restaurants take a subscription to Zomato's user database, which they can use to give offers and discounts. And the customers can pay a small fee for membership to Zomato Gold, using which the customers can get a complimentary offer on their dine-in orders at the partner restaurants. Next is Zomato White Label. Here, Zomato offers restaurants to develop a customized food delivery app for them. We also have Zomato Kitchens. Through this offering, any person can invest Rs 35 to 40 lakhs to develop a delivery-only kitchen. These kitchens can then be operated by Zomato's select restaurant partners, and in return, the investor gets a monthly amount from Zomato. And finally, there was also Zomato Live Events. Here, Zomato charges a small entry fee for its offline events, where besides food, visitors can also experience live music and performance by popular artists. Amidst all these acquisitions and new feature releases, Zomato did so well in its business that after a few more rounds of funding, the company's valuation stood at $1.3 billion in March 2018. This marked the company's entry to the prestigious Unicorn Club. Now let's understand how Zomato achieved such tremendous growth over all these years. Well, there was first mover advantage. Zomato entered the food tech industry when India was not even aware of ordering food online. Founders of Zomato somehow found the right market gaps and entered them. More importantly, they exited those businesses on time that were not working very well. The company's efficiency convinced the investors about its vision and growth plans. As such, Zomato never really ran out of funds. Zomato managed to bring a large number of restaurants on board. At the same time, it had also provided jobs to lakhs of people across the country. The company makes use of every possible chance to interact with its customers in either a humorous or even a sarcastic way. This connects them well with the target audience. One question that arises is, how is their marketing so unconventional? What exactly do they do? Let us find out through these 5 points. First is the use of social media. Zomato is active on many social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn, with more than 772,000 followers on Instagram and more than 1.5 million followers on Twitter. It is aware of people's interests, it posts funny memes and references from pop culture to connect with its audience. It makes use of events such as FIFA and IPL, even movies and web series to push relevant and funny content that may even go viral at times. Zomato regularly runs email campaigns with catchy subject lines and interesting call to action buttons. Zomato knows that its primary target audience is 18 to 40-year-olds who have a working knowledge of smartphones. It caters to two groups primarily. One that books tables and goes out to eat, and the other who wants their food to be delivered to them. Zomato has offerings for both the groups. Zomato has gone one step ahead and partnered with micro and macro influencers to promote its apps and offerings on its pages. In 2018, Zomato launched Zomaland, its own food and music carnival. This brings together food, music and artists, which makes up for a wonderful experience. The carnival that started in Delhi and Mumbai and Bangalore now takes place in 10 cities. Thus, it helps Zomato build its brand value amongst its users. Well, just like any other business on its way up, Zomato too has had its fair share of challenges and failures. In 2018, some of their top executives, including co-founder Chadda, exited from the organization. In December 2018, a video of one of their delivery executives also went viral, in which he can be seen eating from the order and then resealing the package. It is a known fact that food delivery apps take a rather high commission on food orders in exchange for the services they provide. Growing commission rates also proved to be a matter of concern to retain restaurants on the platform. In 2016, Zomato had to shut down its operations in several countries including US, UK, Sri Lanka, Canada, Brazil, etc. Some of the key investors and shareholders, including Uber and Tiger Global, sold their shares in 2022. Not just this, the National Restaurant Association of India (NRAI) has constantly been chasing Zomato and other food delivery apps and keeps a check on them for the commission rates that these companies make for each order. In July 2021, Zomato became the first unicorn startup in India to go public. Quite opposite to everyone's expectations, the company's market value went downhill. By July 2022, Zomato's market capitalization stood at $5.8 billion as opposed to the $13.3 billion on the day of its listing. Now let us take a look at the present scenario of Zomato and its future plans. As a part of its new initiatives, Zomato acquired Blinkit to enter the quick commerce market through its subsidiary Hyperpure in July 2022. In the same year, Zomato CEO Dipinder Goyal announced and launched Intercity Legends, a delivery system that allows its users to order their favorite dishes from other major cities. Zomato now plans to come up with ultra-fast food deliveries. Zomato is already in talks with various partners and cloud kitchens to make this possible. Goyal also has planned a new structure for the company where Zomato, Blinkit and Hyperpure, each run by 3 different CEOs, will function under one umbrella called Eternal. All of this comes together to make Zomato one of India's top 50 companies by market capitalization. We hope that with all the acquisitions, marketing strategies, funding and future plans in place, Zomato continues to grow and inspire many aspiring entrepreneurs in the years to come.